back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anything in between.
Mm.
Today we say something,
Hmm?
huh? I'm
Today
hearing
we are
ghosts. Sorry about that. My name is Green Lobster Monster, also known as Landon, and we are back with a heater today. We have got the black team for Overwatch. I am joined by.
Hello, I'm Adam, and I am excited to watch some good Overwatch. We got a couple good teams here. This should be a fun match.
We are facing Lindenwood University. I don't exactly know where that is, but we're getting started here momentarily. Now, first game of the season, I believe. We're getting into the game here. I'm interested to see how things go.
Yeah,
A lot of
these
familiar faces, but you're not a familiar face.
no, this is my first time casting with NC State. I'm very excited. This should be very, very fun. We have some exciting team comps here. I'm liking the Orisa. I'm liking the Genjis in the Sim. I'm pretty interested to see how this team comp goes.
M2. We'll see what they do here. We got the Hazard. He's been very strong recently.
Yes.
We also seeing this. I'm interested in the Reaper pick, particular. You know,
Reaper
interested to see what's
is
up.
it feels like it should be good against the Rissa, but whenever she's in with her whole team and she can just fortify, Reaper gets shut down pretty quick. I'd be
Yeah.
especially with Kiri and Lucio, Genji and Tracer, those are some mobile heroes. It's going to be really hard for Reaper to get some consistent kills, I feel like.
And despite no picks coming out yet, NC State has capped. They're up to 9% here. Just kind of getting some chip damage right here. They're still all waiting for the first pick, but nobody's. I mean, they got low, just no kills. And there goes the first one, though, as Crazier gets the first pick on a Scourge. Benji Straw soon follows. And now it should be clean up and cap time for Lindenwood
Yep.
as Mega Ninja goes up. But at the same time, that's 24%.
It's not a bad start. The whole capture point is a big game of give and take. So getting an early lead like that is certainly it's gonna come back and it's probably gonna help them out a lot nearing the end of this round.
Yeah, especially if you're looking at a possible overtime scenario,
Hmm.
getting late in that game there. You're going to be glad to have that percent. It gives you time to regroup.
For
Ash
sure.
immediately gets Sora though, and that's going to be
And
a
they
first pick
are,
for NC State. But I mean, there's a trade as Lesbian taken out by Crazy Art.
yeah, they
This
are
Arista so
bringing the
far has
fight
been
to
very
them.
successful. We're seeing the early ult, but
Yeah.
despite that ult, it will be NC State coming out of this one victorious off of the two ults from both sides. It looks like three ults, excuse me, from Lindenwood.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that pulse bomb?
It was certainly not, I think it was a bit of a scare tactic for sure. It at the very least preserved the life of this tracer, so they no longer need to wait for her to respawn, and now they can just go straight back into the fight without wasting much time.
I guess that's fair. But Mega Ninja immediately gets crazy art. We're seeing the blade here, a whole bunch of ults. Both DPS ults just got used. Both got one. But State gonna win this fight again
Yeah,
pretty convincingly.
a very clean shutdown. They did use the Reaper ult, but it helped them shut down the push. So I think it was very successful.
But they used the Reaper ult, yes, but Linden would use both Beat and the blade,
That
right?
is true.
So I mean, NC State they still have the blade here for this engage if they so feel the need to use it, and they do. They're just gonna go ahead, look for the Lucio. Gonna finally find him, but with the tank dead now, and then yeah, that's the fight over again. Clean fight.
Yeah, that blade coming through and cutting up. I mean, they don't have a lot of high health targets. I mean, Tracer just is so clean to take out with the blade.
Yeah, there are no ults here up for this fight, but very close to a few here for Lindenwood. Tracer gets very low, has to use the
Hmm.
recall again. Heck, that is that Wu Yang wave. I mean, they're missing the tank. They're missing one of their healers. Missing. I mean, State should be able to clean this up relatively easily, and they do.
There we go.
I mean,
A clean team kill to end the first round. And I mean, that was, dare I say, that was pretty convincing.
that certainly was. There was the opening fight that Lindenwood eventually won after a bit of a, stretch. But aside from that, it was all NC State.
Hmm.
I mean, what more can you really ask for?
Yeah, coming into this next round, we are going to see. It seems to be the same comps. A few of them were selecting. They baited me a little bit, but
Well,
it seems like
crazier
they're
looking
staying
to maybe
steady.
roll out on the hazard this time. Something to note is this is
Oh
control,
yeah.
so we should see the perks maintained from last round.
Hmm.
So
And let's
we'll
see how
see.
this one kicks off.
They are going to roll out here on that hazard. Going to match Ninja.
Hmm.
I mean, the Orisa was working really well, especially at least in the beginning. I thought. Got the picks for sure. The opening
Yeah.
fight, but we'll see how things go this time.
Nothing but a
Another
little
opening
blue
fight
chicken.
where nothing's really happening yet. Both teams
Yeah.
just kind of poking around, feeling it out. But State looking to probably cap first. No, there's a contest. But Mini Straw with the deflect gets the first kill on a Sora. And yeah, Kiriko in trouble goes down along with the tank. And now it's just the Genji.
Mm.
Mini Straw, good fight. Lots of finishes there.
For sure, dashing all over the place. I think he got what, like 3 or 4 refreshes on that dash just off his kills.
Genji when he's in that fight is so powerful. Just that
For
dash
sure.
potential.
Great at just cleaning up.
Interestingly, we're seeing the Junker Queen now.
Scourge
This is another switch up.
hiding behind. Will he find anything? He's pushed back by the Lucio, unfortunately.
Gonna need this healing here. Eli's kind of covering for him. Lesbian though goes down. That's a first pick on the side of Lindenwood. I don't think we've seen that much, but now both Furies
Ooh.
out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's even. The take's gone now.
Junker
And
Queen falling.
Yeah, and with the use of that ult there from the Wu Yang, should be another State win. What else could you really want?
I don't know. Another convincing hold. We do have both the DPS ults coming up for the attacking team. So this should be, maybe they can break through with a bit of a pulse bomb and a blade. And with Kiri's ult, oh, unfortunately Kiri falls before she's able to use her ult.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. But it's not looking good.
The Reaper will not getting much value after that boop away, but the rest of the team's still able to clean it up pretty nicely. Tracer trying to camp out. Can't seem to stick around for too long before Genji forces her out.
Yep. I mean, again, we're seeing some of these final ults come out. NC State just would like to clean it up here, but LeBron getting low. This should be a Lindenwood fight win.
Yeah.
NC State going to have this Kiri ult for next fight, though.
This round is certainly not over yet.
Agreed.
And now we have, Junker Queen has her ult now. NC State is certainly far off. Wu Yang has his ult coming up next, but that Junker Queen ult is going to be, I imagine, pretty devastating if they try to push in all together.
Yeah, you got to watch out for it now. Can't be too timid, though. They're just going to rush right in with these Kitsune. Junker Queen getting low. It looks like she got a lot of them. Total of 3.
Least,
LeBron taken out. Lesbian also taken out. So this is going to be a fight loss. And NC State Kitsune for nothing.
Well, hold on. It doesn't seem like they're willing to pull out quite yet.
And that's a Wu Yang ult from State. I'll be interested to see if this fight does work out how they obviously hope it does. Tracer coming back from spawn. Apparently looks like they're gonna win this. They got the ball here. Just kind of trying to stay on point.
It
I
really
mean,
seems like that Hazard was pivotal in cutting up the defense. I mean, he just did not
yeah,
want to quit.
yeah, Hazard, very good at that kind of thing right now, in
Mm.
particular.
The Genji blade coming out. I'm not seeing any. Didn't seem to get any
I
value.
don't think he did. That's 3 kills there, in what should have been desperation mode. You don't see that fight win often, but
And just like that, they are back.
yeah, I mean, maybe Crazy Art should just been playing ball this entire time.
It certainly seems like it's working out for him. Hiding out, hoping to get a valuable rollout. It seems.
Look at all these ults that are online though for the side of Lindenwood. You got both support ults, you got the pulse, you're almost at as you shoot it as I'm talking about it, but and you're about to have you do have the mines now, excuse me. Meanwhile for state, you got nothing, but you have to win this fight. There's no
Yeah,
time left.
this is certainly going to be scrappy on the side of NC State if they can
They
manage
trade
it.
supports.
And
Somehow state gonna win the fight.
wins the
After
fight.
all those ults,
I mean,
man,
I
that
so
feels
many ults went off. I feel like I didn't see any of them.
yeah. Yeah, I'm with you right there. I saw the pulse bomb on the kill feed, but aside from that, nothing.
But I mean, another less convincing, but just as interesting win for round 2 on NC State.
We see the LeBron play the game here. Again, this was this opening fight. We were talking about the dashes, a whole lot of them.
Mhm.
Just good work.
So much bouncing back and forth between everybody. And it really seems like, I mean, they were between the Hazard and the Genji dashes. They were really just bouncing between every corner of the map that they could get to. It was so hard to I feel like for Lindenwood to pinpoint exactly where their push was coming from or where it was going to end up at any point.
Uh, so it looks like we've got a little bit of time here. Being told we're gonna go to break, but we will be back soon. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. See what happens next. that short break. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna get into round 2 here. Suravasa, Flashpoint. And we're just looking at the bands. You wanna talk about that?
Yeah, so we have on the side of Lindenwood, they banned Wu Yang, and on the side of NC State, they banned Tracer, I believe.
Yes, this that was. So it seems that Lindenwood did not like that NC State Wu Yang, felt it caused a lot of problems for him.
Yeah, no, and certainly with the Tracer ban, I believe NC State they were tired of all the pulse bomb. The constant tickle damage, coming in, certain big damage and then backing out. It was I can certainly see how it would disrupt their more aggressive play style.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, we'll see what happens here as we go into Suravasa entering game here. We'll probably be switching over to the game shortly, but be exciting map here.
Yeah, it certainly should be very, very high paced. I'd be excited to see if the compositions stay the same or if they decide to switch up with this new objective. It should be very interesting.
Yes. Something to note is if NC State wins this, they're up to, I believe it's first to 3.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Yes. So if NC State wins this, very commanding 2-0 lead. It's going to take a 3-0 streak from Lindenwood to win. But if Lindenwood wins this, it'll be 1-1. They will have shown that they have a dog in this fight.
Mm-hmm. And we will certainly have for sure, it'll certainly be an interesting game. We do have Lindenwood a decently different comp. We're seeing the Venture come out.
Something we didn't really mention, but for the viewers, this Symmetra is mainly just a TP out, get the teammates over, and then they swap to something they're more comfortable, more likely to actually play.
Yeah, especially on control points like the last map in Flashpoint like this one, getting to that objective just that much quicker can really be a deciding factor in it all.
Crazy Art goes down immediately on that Zarya. I was going to mention Zarya maybe a good pick against that Genji if they felt like he was a problem, but nothing. Immediately goes down.
Yeah, it was just too much damage, and Venture also being caught out in the open.
Yeah, I certainly agree. But after Mecha Ninja gets the kill onto the Lucio, it's just they gotta back out. Scourge, seemingly very comfortable on this Reaper. I don't think he was on the team last year. I don't remember him at the very least. So it will be interesting to see how he fits into everything. He seems like he might be a big-time Reaper player. Sora also playing Reaper for the other side, but we get Scourge on this big flank here.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he's able to get much. Has to back out. Gets taken down.
That rifle to the head just does so much burst damage like you wouldn't believe. It feels like you go from 200 to 0. Snap your fingers. This fight, after Crazy Art gets both Mega Ninja and Mini Straw, I mean, it's over, you know?
Yeah.
But 71%, not bad at all.
No, we have a seemingly decent ult advantage on the side of Lindenwood. It seems like they will have like their whole team get ultimates a bit before NC State, but the Kiri bow support ults for NC State already online should be able to maybe stave off the onslaught here.
We're seeing bow support ults from State. Mega Ninja takes on the tank though. You have to think that this point is just clean up with no tank there. And after Sora and Biggs go down, it's just those two left. Antler chased down, taken out.
Yeah, and those two support ults to intro. I mean, the speed from the Kiri plus the bonus health from the beat drop. I mean, it's such a powerful force. It's so hard to stop them at any turn.
They really want to take this first point. As shown by the fact they really used commit. Excuse me, they really. They felt it was worth. As they are able to take the 1-0 lead on this map.
And
Palace here.
Yeah, a good start, but on the side of Lindenwood, both supports and the Grav with the Reaper ult almost online. I mean, that's a scary situation to be in for NC State.
And if you're that Reaper, though, you gotta watch out for that Genji deflect, I think. But it's not needed here Not at all.
Yeah, that grab being able to get 3 people inside of it, and then Crazy Art being able to throw the secondary fire in, all that splash damage, taking out all 3, and
Yeah,
nothing
agreed.
left to do for Bendy Straw but retreat back to the safety of his team.
Now the gang's all here. We're gonna see another team engage, but only ults online is the Blade. We're gonna see the Kitsune rush here, as which kind of just wants to take the fight to them. Blade out of LeBron, but nothing doing as
Ooh.
that Reaper will takes him out. XD Hammer gets 2.
And he had the deflect on the Reaper ult, but unfortunately, with the Sojourn behind him, it was you can only deflect one of them, and
Yeah,
unfortunately, the other got the kill off.
yes, that is true. So now up to 65% from Lindenwood. NC State gotta win this fight if they're gonna win right here. Maybe see the Kitsune committed?
It seems like there's a lot of long, narrow passageways on this map. It certainly wouldn't
But
be
that's the
bad.
tank dead for Lindenwood. It feels like Crazy or just keeps getting caught out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they pushed up a little too far, maybe tried to bite off a little more than they could chew, and NC State is right there ready to punish.
I have the exact same analysis. It feels like overconfidence just got the better of them again.
Yeah, I mean, that bubble's powerful, but that bubble can still break.
Yeah, that bubble. I mean, if everybody focuses, you can break that bubble and kill him. You know, it feels wrong to give the Zariel that charge, but I just see the beat here. NC State just going to quickly take 3 out, and they win the fight off of the beat, just immediately doing everything they could ever want it to do.
Certainly looks like they wanted to stave off the onslaught a little bit, just to buy them a little more time to get a little more percentage. Maybe a trap play here with the Reaper Blossom online. A,
XD Hammer did just take out that Lucio though.
a devastating
Oh,
snipe.
oh! I thought he had multiple there, but a great boop there from Antler and XD Hammer, ever the reliable for this Lindenwood team. They
Certainly
continue to
a
get kills.
certainly a clean stop to the Reaper roll, and I think that's going to be second point for Lindenwood. Yeah, on to the third flashpoint.
So right now, from my observation, it seems like XD Hammer on the Sojourn here has been kind of that biggest component, getting a lot of opening kills.
I certainly agree with you there.
Again, getting the kill on a lesbian. I they're up a tank, but we'll see where this fight goes. It doesn't look good.
A scrappy team fight if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, NC State committed 2 ults there versus the 1 from Lindenwood. If you're NC State, you
Yes.
do not enjoy losing that at all.
But we do have a switch over to Hazard now from NC
Uh
State.
huh.
It seems like they wanted to switch up. It wasn't working too well for them before, so
Yeah.
I'd be interested to
We're
see how
gonna
this
see
plays out.
the possible Kitsune here. Antler has popped to the beat,
Hammer
but
is
after
getting
that, yeah,
insane shots off with this Sojourn secondary fire.
I agree. I mean, those head taps with it so deadly. I was gonna say I don't know what Mega Ninja is doing still in there. Probably would be best for him to get out a little bit earlier, but
Yeah, certainly the team's moving. He got lost behind, it seems. And 3 ults for Lindenwood to both DPS and a Kiriko ult is looking. I mean, that's some serious stopping power.
uh, at the current moment, it seems like this is currently like, Linden Wood's game. You know, Kitsune here out of Bix, Kitsune here out of Atch, both Kitsunes. But the quick kill onto the Sora as he ulted, and Crazy are caught out dead. He's killed by his own secondary fire. XD Hammer.
Are they jumping off the map?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
I mean, that
They're
Reaper
they're
ult.
gonna they're gonna stagger the
Oh,
Kiri.
poor Bix.
Poor Bix.
That Reaper ult. I mean, I saw the vision. That would have been scary if it was left alive.
He got immediately knocked down though. I'm not entirely sure what knocked him down, but I
I
believe he did get knocked down.
He either got knocked down or just, I mean, taken out.
Yeah, one of the two. This could be big. I don't think he got anybody though. But Antler going in, maybe not aware of his own health bar. Maybe he just got burst, but immediately taken out, giving another fight to NC State. And Linden was gonna have to come in strong here, coming fast.
They are running out of time to secure the second flashpoint.
They have no ults here. We're gonna see one final blow there, and then a second with the fire. But they left the Reaper on point.
A back tap from Sword.
But I mean, what is he possibly gonna do here at that point? You know?
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not much he could do.
And the next flashpoint is unlocked. Coming into this next one, I mean, nobody has ults here. Genji, Bendy Straw is getting close. Crazy Art Zarya is getting close.
Those supports for Lindenwood are relatively close, whereas on the side of State, you're just going to have to rely on that Kiri. But Hammer, again, the early kill. And Bendy Straw pops the blade. Probably not the best move, at least in hindsight. But you know what they say? It's 2020 as Lindenwood starts to clean up.
They really do. That is a proper stop for anything NC State had going. 3 ults are now online for Lindenwood. Hammer has just been devastating with this Sojourn.
He has. I've been incredibly impressed with what we've seen from Hammer. Just finding everything and anything available. At the end of this fight, it's also worth noting that both DPS ults should be online for Lindenwood, but off of this Graviton Surge, they're just going to win the fight. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot, and we see Scourge decide to jump off the map rather than die.
You know, I think that's a beautiful tactical play on the side of Scourge, if I can say so.
See, if that was me, I'd rather just die to them and just get the quicker reset. But there's a reason they're B team, you know, and I'm D team.
It's about honor at the end of the day.
You're right. It's about honor. I don't have it.
But no, we have. I mean, a tank ult, Kiri ult pop for NC State, hoping to get in there a little quicker.
3 ults online, both DPS ults, and the beat. Mega Ninja gonna use this, but Scourge already dead. Beat in response. Maybe gonna try to find Antler here, but Mega Ninja beat comes out, so he's saved from being a little bit low there. Oh, we gotta see him come back in. Mega Ninja takes out Hammer, but Crazy the Art gets Atch. It's just a fight right now. Of course, it's a fight, but as Antler gets Lesbian, Sora got low, got the health pack. Crazy Art takes up Bendy Straw and Mega Ninja. I mean, Scourge just stalling there for a little bit extra percent. Not much.
It was for sure a real push and pull there for a second, but then NC State, I mean, everybody fell. There was only so much that could be done, but I mean, we're at an even 2-2 right now. This is certainly. I mean, this has been anybody's game since the beginning.
It really has. It's been literal back and forth. And we'll see on this final point here who takes on the map. Again, NC State, opportunity to go up 2-0. Lindenwood has to get on the board here if they're realistically going to try and win. Blade finds the Reaper, but Bix does find Atch. Oh, close one there, but Bendy Straw just take him out. Crazy Art gets Mega Ninja though, so no tank.
I was holding my breath.
Yes, I was too. I agree. But you can't really call this an NC State fight win, at least not yet. Not while that tank is still there. They are able to take it out. A couple close calls. A couple of them get really low.
It was certainly scrappy at the very least. Crazy Art was able to stall out the cap for a little bit longer. Eventually did fall. NC State getting some percentage.
Crazy Art. Every time we've seen the Graviton Surge, it's been a fight win. We're going to be looking for something similar this time.
It will certainly, we'll see if trends continue.
First pick. So valuable. Scourge onto Hammer. And now both Lucio's out. And even despite going down in the fight at the beginning, Lindenwood not giving up yet, but they are out of it officially here, I think.
It seems like NC State's just doing a little bit of cleanup here, but some big losses on either side for that fight.
I agree. Looking at the old chart here for what this could be the final fight, you're gonna have Downpour and both the support ults for NC State on the side of Lindenwood. You're gonna have that Sojo. We've seen that Sojo be so deadly. I'd be looking forward to the ult. Shooting Rush comes out. They're gonna still have beat. Downpour comes out. We're gonna get the beat on both teams here. Antler booped off the map. Massive boop from Lesbian. Hammer gets Lesbian. Hammer gets Atch. But Bendy Strong does get Hammer. So it's still anybody's fight. Crazy Arc gets Scourge. NC State is down right here. But if they lose here, they do have the Blade. Okay, so going into the next fight, NC State has Blade, and they're close to Reaper.
They certainly are. I mean, that was certainly a Sojourn getting 2 picks with that ult was pivotal for Lindenwood taking this. But Lindenwood did use a lot of ults there. They just got Reaper back. They had, I believe, 3 at the start of this. Now they
did,
just got Reapers back. Genji has Blade. Scourge coming up on his Blossom. Both DPS ults might be able to push Lindenwood off this and secure it.
Oh, that I don't know about that one. Maybe he thought that was his own Reaper ulting. Maybe he thought that was his Q. Maybe just lack of communication. I don't know. But whatever it was, something did not feel right, at least to me, about that. A Hammer, the early kill on Atch.
It certainly felt a bit unplanned for sure. There would seem to be a bit of lack of support for that Blade, but
I agree.
Scourge does have his ult coming up. Maybe Crazy Art gets grab on the side of Lindenwood, but aside from that,
he does. At least during the fight, he does.
Certainly.
But again, right here, this is for all the marbles. This will be the last fight that we watch on this map. Die, die, die. It does get Antler. I thought it was supposed to be nobody. Oh, has 2. Gets 2. Oh, Lindenwood gonna go up. Or not, excuse me, not up. They're gonna tie it here. 1-1.
And that looks like it's gonna be it for Lindenwood.
Lindenwood wins Saravasa. Goes up 1-0. Or excuse me, not 1-0. Tie it 1-0.
Certainly a nail biter. I mean,
it definitely
2-2, both at 99% at 0.5. I mean, how much closer does it get?
I mean, that map doesn't get any longer. Hammer just
that is true.
Pinpoint aim this entire time. We're seeing it. And the aim doesn't get much better than that. I mean, wow.
That was certainly Hammer certainly took the. I mean, he was taking aim, taking lives. It was. I mean, it was amazing to watch.
The squishies on the side of State were just dead to those railguns. But anyways, after map 2, we have another break coming up. So again, stay tuned. This is looking to be a real good match today, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss it.
I am certainly excited to see how the rest of these maps go, especially after such a close call on that one.
Yeah. We're back. Good to know. Okay. Here we go into map 3, Kings Row. And we see some bans kind of in response to what we saw last map, as NC State has banned that Sojourn. I mean, Hammer,
Yes.
the Sojourn,
Just
chef's
so
kiss, you know?
devastating.
And we'll see what they roll out on here as, Lindenwood banned Kiriko.
Yeah, we're
There's
seeing
no
some.
way. There's no way we see Lindenwood State actually roll out on this comp, right?
I mean,
we got to see a Mercy.
a mercy. A mercy's. It's certainly a pick. I can't lie. I think it might only be there to power boost the Widow, if I can be honest. I imagine they might be trying to go for maybe an early pick or two from the power boosted Widow and Spawn, then maybe do a little switch up and then rush while Lindenwood is down players. Oh, maybe it was just a bit of reconnaissance. They're going to the Fair Mercy.
We are going to see Megan to continue to roll out on that hazard. Crazy Art, who seemed very comfortable on that Orisa early in the first map, is here. Again,
Yeah.
it's 1-1 now. We're seeing a lot of good
these
plays.
are certainly some different comps than what we saw. I mean, the Zarya from Crazy Art last round was so impactful.
Let's just hope we don't see any more inopportune. I think that's the best word for it. Bendy straw blades here.
Yeah, there have certainly. Well, you know,
happens.
it's a flashpoint. You know, people are moving around a whole bunch. Let's give the guy some credit.
It happens. It happens. He is the first one to go down here. Ash is gonna try and keep that alive, but as the Mercy goes down, excuse me.
And it really just sees like this. I mean, the deep like the hazard goes in. There's everybody there with them, but it seems like they can't get any real ground.
I mean, they've got that Reaper just laying into the hazard. A lot of damage, especially at that point blank range. I mean, it's not hard to see why the hazard might be going down like that. We do have this online right here targeting these both supports. My goodness!
On both supports. That's going to be devastating for Lindenwood.
Great timing on that little boop right there. Forces him out in the open, and now it's really just this May that you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's still the Orisa, but
doing a little bit of
no
tickle
supports,
damage
no
with the freeze gun.
Ugh.
And what a, I mean, all it takes is one Pharaoh ult, and that is a commanding start for NC State.
I thought for sure they were gonna look at that Farah, but they just didn't seem to see
They
it.
didn't even look up. It was like she wasn't even there.
Yeah, I mean, she's just in the sky, you know.
Yeah,
got whatever
Farah.
she wanted.
4 ults on Lindenwood right now is actually really scary. BAP does go down, so we will see no Matrix for this fight, but 3 others.
Hammer gets to. Apparently, Hammer's aim is golden no matter who they're playing. So.
And Sora did use the May ult on the side of Lindenwood, but I don't believe I saw it.
I don't either. Hammer probably on this Cassidy in response to that Farah.
The hit scan from Cass is certainly gonna be
shot
a
there.
marker for this Farah. High Noon online now as well.
Lesbian managed to stay up. Out for how long? Scourge gets one. Sora takes out Mindy Straw though.
I mean, Lindenwood losing that Orisa, that's gonna be tough.
Yes. Megan just showing off he does in fact have the spray.
Yes, the Matrix from Baptiste is gonna stall the push just a little bit.
Yeah,
hopefully
really
giving Orisa a little more time to get back.
Good window for that purpose, you know. I want to take the fight at full strength, but Lesbian with the nade is able to get that final blow onto Sora, but I mean, we're seeing a High Noon here right after he takes out Bendy Straw. Gets no kills with it, but Crazy Art is able to take out that tank.
A nasty shot from Hammer on the Farah mid-air. Another nasty shot from Hammer.
Somebody check this guy's computer.
This is, I mean, I've never seen so many heads clicked very much
Yeah.
before at all.
I mean, what a great hit scan player we're seeing here. This feels like a special day for him. It's fun to watch.
This is Hammer's big day out for sure.
This is fun to watch. It's poetry in motion, man.
This is using that perk to its fullest effect, scanning in on the hazard just to do that much more damage.
Like I said, it feels like poetry in motion right now. NC State has no answer. They swapped on to a more normal looking team comp.
Mm-hmm. And even though, I mean, it's a little bit difficult for Hammer's High Noon to get any real like killing power, but just like how we saw that Matrix be used earlier, just being able to clog up the entire lane and prevent a push under threat of being instantly headshot it's enough to make NC State lose some time.
I think that's a 3K total from Crazy Art after the kill onto the Reaper.
There is some big ults coming out this game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's barely a time to talk, but looking at the ult charts, both teams have 4 ults up. Lindenwood missing that Orisa, State missing that Reaper. We could see a lot of action in this fight. A lot of people die very soon after ulting. We'll see what happens here.
I would. It looks like Hammer's going for a sneaky flank. Caught out by Bendy Straw. Doesn't get much value from it.
Bendy Straw, formerly known as LeBron, takes out Hammer. Meganet just gonna get Sora. Take out the Orisa, please. Ooh. Thank you.
And that was a beautiful nano blade to just cut through Lindenwood for a team kill.
And that's all he needed, but that was no ults used from Lindenwood.
That is true, but to be fair, it was only the 2 from NC State as well. I mean, Wu Yang and I forget his name, but the tank ult, he just used it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good Blizzard, probably. Maybe trying to duke him out a little bit. Didn't really work to its fullest effect.
Around and tapping Scourge.
Just looking for any cover right there. And again, this aim right here, being old reliable.
Missed a couple there, but NC State push it? It doesn't look like it. Inches from getting that payload to the first point, stalled out by Lindenwood. You know, we've seen better from NC State's offense, but I'd be excited to see how they're able to defend this next push.
I agree. You know, Lindenwood doesn't have that far to go. I mean, looking at it here, Crazy Art, 23 eclipse 3 deaths. I think that's a real highlight. Meanwhile, on the side of State, you have Mega Ninja. He's positive. Scourge is positive. Atch is positive. Benny Straw, who's one of your DPS, is currently negative.
And I don't want to undersell Hammer here. I believe he was 17 in 3. I mean,
he's been very instrumental, but I think Crazy Art's kind of the unspoken hero right now.
They certainly have 2 heavy hitters on the side of Lindenwood. Let's see if NC State can do a bit of. They certainly got a bit of catch up to do, but I mean, with the series right now being 1-1, you know, it's not a losing fight for NC State either. There's going to be a next game no matter what.
Yes, but you don't want to go down 2-1, you know.
Oh, nobody.
You don't want to. It's not a good spot to be in.
Especially, I believe this is NC State's map pick, if I'm not mistaken.
This is, yes. Can we talk about this team comp right before they get started from NC State? Genji and then Hanzo, which is interesting to me. And then we haven't seen Mega Ninja today. We haven't seen Genji today. Or excuse me, we haven't seen Zarya today from Mega Ninja. I don't think we've seen the Brig either.
I don't believe we have. An interesting comp from NC State, bringing out a lot of firsts. Maybe the extra shield. The extra shield is going to be nice to soak up some damage, especially with the Brig just being up there, beating heals down from above.
I agree. That is Icicle there out of the May. May has no abilities, but probably going to just back up here. Hammer takes out Bendy Straw after swapping onto the Hanzo match.
You just hate to see Hammer on anybody that can get a headshot kill, I feel like.
I agree.
An insane snap javelin from Crazy Art there onto Scourge.
Yeah. I mean, Hammer and Crazy are doing whatever they want, the two of them. If that's certainly what it feels like to me right now.
It is certainly Crazy Art and Hammer's playground on King's Row right now.
Benny
But
Straw swapping to Cassidy.
exactly.
Scourge. On the Echo here, maybe banking on a fight win before, I guess, Hammer swaps.
Perhaps, I mean,
to the
Hammer
hazard.
does still have that bit of drop off with his arrows. You know, he's not a hit scan, so perhaps the high aerial mobility of Scourge could give Hammer a bit of a run for his money.
We will see, though. So far, nothing doing for either side. Looks like Scorch is in that backline, gets one, but Crazy Art gets.
I'm sorry, was the Matrix in the air? The Matrix is in the air. That's crazy. So what did I think Bat Matrixed on May's wall and put it way above anywhere Linden Wood could use?
They won the fight anyways, but it's still that's unfortunate.
That's insane. But we do have the dragons on Hammer and the Orisa ult for Crazy Art. That could be a potentially devastating combo.
I agree. They got 4 minutes to get it these couple of meters. I mean, NC State things are looking very bad right here.
And there's the combo right there.
And that should be it. I believe
that is a hasty map win for Lindenwood.
Yeah.
That is certainly
looking better every map we play.
It is certainly seeming like Lindenwood is picking up some steam here.
Either way, though, our own friend here with the blade.
The beautiful nano blade coming out from Bendy Straw, chasing down the Orisa, eventually getting to Crazy Straw. And you know,
I have to feel like it was Crazy Art most of the way.
It was certainly a quick game, but it was there was no shortage of interesting plays that happened. I agree. Insane old combos to that beautiful Baptiste Matrix that we saw at the end there.
Beautiful is one word for it.
There were certainly some highlights.
There were definitely some highlights. But NC State is now down 2-1. They got to win this next one. They got to win one after that, or else we're going to have an early night, folks. But stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Every one of these games has been good. we're back once again, going into New Queen Street here for the push. Again, Lindenwood up 2-1 after a very impressive King's row. I mean,
Yeah, that
basically
was
did what they wanted.
yeah, that was certainly a stomping on the side of Lindenwood. But we have a Kiriko ban from NC State and then a hazard ban for Lindenwood on this beautiful New Queen Street.
As a Ramatra player, I'm hoping for Ramatra, but that's all I'm saying.
I would certainly love to see the big purple aura of Ramatra come out on this.
People complained about
on
him
this
so
map.
much last season, and now he's in the dirt. It hurts my soul. Anyways, going into it though, it looks like we're going to see 2 J keys.
Yeah, we
If
have.
we see Landon would actually roll out on these 2 supports. A Moira in 2025.
You know, I don't know why else they would have the Moira in spawn. I mean, there's a bunch of narrow alleyways. I could see the Moira ball being decently effective here.
Yeah, but we're seeing a Moira in 2025, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a
And
beautiful
anything
day.
in between. What a day it is. We saw the break on defense on Kings, and they said, well, we have a Moira.
We have been seeing some beautiful picks come out, some experimental picks, perhaps. Speaking of picks, Bendy Straw going down as the first pick of the game.
Scourge
Quickly
is running a
followed by
favor on the
Hammer.
hammer.
2
Several
power.
numbers very low. Oh, Scourge just didn't have that Wraith taken out. But
A real
nothing else really happening here. No push
here.
going on the bot. Both teams just kind of waiting for something.
Stationary.
NC State has the lead now on a technicality. But we'll see how things go here. That's such an early rampage. Man, crazy how quickly they generated that. But we're about to see maybe a coalescence if they choose to use it.
I mean, a beautiful ult though. It guaranteed them the team kill, especially getting that early kill on Antler.
But that was a very quick generation of that ultimate.
Yeah, that was certainly something. But now we're coming in. We got Bix Moira ult coming in, but we also have the Wu Yang ult on the side of NC State. So a couple support ults here to stall either push.
But Bendy Straw immediately takes out Hammer. Getting the tide is with you here. Nothing really coming from it. That Lucio low. Don't think they're gonna find it. Oh my god, going down to the coalescence.
Get out. Slowed down by the May freeze. Cannot find
coalescence is a goofy looking ultimate, but it's dangerous nonetheless.
Certainly is. And now Sora has a May ult, Antler has the Lucio ult, and no more ults on the side of NC State. Crazy art right there behind both of them for Lindenwood too.
But Bendy Straw, Scourge, and Lesbian all very close to their respective ults. So, I mean, we'll see what goes down here, but Blizzard, big boop deck into it. Crazy art gets the final blow to Mega Ninja. This fight not looking good as Scourge goes down.
No, it is not.
And again, NC State didn't actually get that forward spawn, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, it certainly slowed them down a little bit. Lindenwood got a bunch of distance off that just from the walk back from spawn, and Lindenwood only having to invest a May ult to stop them there.
Yeah. And they are about to take lead unless we see something big here out of Scourge. No, gets nothing. B comes in too late to save him.
Before the B, yeah.
But Mega Ninja still in the fray, but he gets taken out. And maybe a late one there. Blade, Death Blossom, and Beat all come out of state there just to lose the fight. I mean, both teams use 3 ults, but
it's so hard to see because all of these are like if they were just, you know, if the Lucio had beat it a second earlier, or if they had coordinated it, like they're losing these fights based off like seconds of interaction.
I agree. That's what it feels like. Crazy art. I think he got he got 2 there. Got Bendy Straw, got Mega Ninja. Scourge, very low on health. But not gonna make it out. Does get taken out by Sora. Mega Ninja goes down on Sora as well. right now, this game, as a matter of fact, this match is in the hands of Lindenwood. Again,
Yeah.
Lindenwood wins this, it's over. There's no more Overwatch today.
I
So-
mean, they certainly talk about how important momentum is in games like these, and this is a case example of it right here.
It is, yes.
But I'm never one to shy away from rooting for the underdog, so NC
Well, we're also
State.
rooting for our own school.
That is true, so perhaps I have a bit of bias either way, but narratively, the underdog as well. A
Good
beautiful
ult.
Junker Queen ult.
They do get the tank off it. That's all they get, but that's all you really need.
I mean, tanks are the backbone of the squad here. With
Exactly.
that
Once the tank
Junker
goes down,
Queen
it's mostly clean up.
and just like that, NC State has the bot again.
Our observer having to do a quick decline right there.
That is putting momentum back in NC State's hand. They are pushing into a May ult, a Reaper, and a Lucio ult on deck with no ults of their own, but many
Blizzard
on
just
deck for NC State
onto
too.
the tank here. Doesn't manage to get him though.
Junker
and then
Queen.
Scourge. Deadeye gets 2. Atch's ult gets 1.
Yeah, Junker Queen was pulled back into the May ult either by a Lucio boop or Crazy Art's knife, but it doesn't seem to matter. Getting that forward spawn for NC State, they're looking like they got it back.
Yeah, we're gonna have Blade here. They're now getting stalled because they didn't get that forward spawn earlier. Had to let the bot just sit there for a minute and twiddle his thumbs, but
he looks around the thing he's pushing like something's gonna be there.
That's what he does. It confuses me every time. Deadeye right here, or not? Excuse me, not Deadeye. That was a Death Blossom, but immediately got killed. Blade finds
he was
one.
gonna blade as soon as he went up into the sky, but delayed it a little bit. Able to get Antler off of it though, so you know, it was.
And State quickly approaching the lead here, but both support ults and that tank ult are up for Lindenwood to stop them from getting that final little bit. Crazy Arc is the first pick, and they're just going to run in here, try and stop this, try and maintain lead with 3.5 minutes remaining. Mega Ninja goes down, so that should be fight. All that's remaining now are the 2 supports.
A beautiful knife on the Lucio from Crazy Art.
I think I've seen Atch throw himself off the map 3 times now, I want to say.
I mean, maybe it's pride. Maybe he's denying the enemy any ult charge just to have that little bit of an edge still. But we're back where the bot spawns.
Another Scourge Deadeye. Nothing got it, though.
And there is this Crazy Artist whipping around trying to keep track of everybody.
But with Mega Ninja having died, Bix getting a lot of work for this 2025 pick here.
Yeah, and the glorified DPS Wu Yang is able to hold back Scourge there.
Somehow. Hammer eventually takes out Scourge. That's a big stagger. You're not happy about that if you're NC State. Looking at ults, Mega Ninja has his up. We've seen a lot of great ults from him this game. By a lot, I mean 2.
But they've both been.
Yep, that's gonna be a big one.
And another big impact.
That's one. That's on the May.
Sora,
that's one support dead as well. Just gonna get those wounds up.
And another. I mean, that's I believe 2 for 3 team kills off of a Mega Ninja ult.
I believe that might be 3 for 3 actually.
3 for 3.
Yeah, no, these ults have been very good. They didn't have to commit anything else to the fight. So now it's 2 ults to 2 ults.
Certainly
both have 1 support coming up on the ult. But this, I mean, Blizzard could be deadly in the right
hands. And I'm a little bit nervous about this Deadeye from Hammer here. We're getting to a bit of an open part. Maybe he doesn't need it with the May ult off Sora taking out Mega Ninja.
The Wu Yang ult was the Ajax.
Crazy Ajax from Lesbian.
He quick scoped him right there. Anyways, as I was about to say, they even committed the Wu Yang ult trying to keep Mega Ninja alive there. Just didn't work. So now they have the Deadeye, they have Rampage, and they have Coalescence. That's a lot
This
of stuff
is
right there.
this is scary for NC State, especially with Lindenwood being so close to capturing the final point and winning it all. I mean, these 4 ults with Lucio.
Oof, that's a big one. Bix gets one on the Mega Ninja, gets a second. Bix might get play of the game here. Crazy Art. He does get a final
Big
blow in the middle of the.
Coalescence picking up 2 from the Moira.
NC State has to win this next fight because they need to start pushing this spot the other direction. If they
They
don't get
really
a little
do.
bit more progress here, it's game over. It is GG.
Especially with the time ticking down like this. I mean, if they don't win from pushing the bot, they have more distance if that time hits 0. NC
Scourge gets
State.
first pick, which is good. There's the high noon.
Sora switched to
Oh, the blade got him.
They weren't
Ash.
able to shut down that castle in time. That's a big high noon.
Yes.
But NC State is still holding their own here.
Somehow, some way.
Scorch can't get away from that tracer.
They need to keep something on point right here. Mega Ninja has returned to the fight. Sora gets Ash. Not great for State. I believe that was just Pulse Bomb. Never mind. There's Pulse Bomb. Does not find the stick. Lesbian gets taken out. Mega Ninja gets taken out. I mean, you have to think this is probably the end.
I mean, Scorch,
It was
unfortunately, that is it.
it was a hard fought battle.
It certainly was. I mean, we still saw some big plays from NC State's team there, especially on the side of Junker Queen. I think you said
Yeah,
3 for 3 team kills.
I believe it was.
Some crazy art
If my math is
here.
correct. But Crazy Art again. Such a force. Hammer didn't really shine as much in that last one, but on every other map, so much. So yeah, NC State loses 3-1.
It was
But what?
it was certainly a tough loss, but it was a hard fought one through and through. But tomorrow we do have Rocket League streaming as well as Valorant
I'll be
on
there.
Wednesday. So
I'll be
those
doing
should
Rocket
be
League tomorrow,
some.
so tune back because I'm obviously your favorite caster in the whole wide world. So
It's certainly been an amazing time sharing the stream with you.
oh no, you were great today. Good job. First stream. Can we give him a round of applause in chat, please? That was a great job. What a great match, though. Thank you guys so much
True.
for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's
We'll see you
been
next time. Hopefully tomorrow.
hopefully.